sure. We'll let you tie the game at 7-7, and then we'll score another touchdown, and we'll take care of business over the course of 19 hours last night. I will put a 15th spot on the board and remind everybody that every now and then we are the New York Yankees. Good afternoon, Evan. How are you today, kid?
I'm finding it fascinating how every show, your build-up to Yankee baseball gets bigger and more exciting. I'm noticing that.
I'm just saying, it is what it is.
We're
Let's
taking
embrace
you
it.
right up until something as good as sex. New York Yankees
I wouldn't
baseball.
get crazy with that.
That's coming in a week.
because, but it was great last night. For all the nonsense that we've all spewed out here, Yankee fans don't like a team that's pitching first. Yankee fans want a lot of runs and home runs and offense and RBIs and all that stuff. Woo! We got it in spades last night, brother.
That was in a lot of ways their most impressive win of the year because Dylan Cease had been pitching so well this season. And what do the Yankees do right out of the gate? They hang 2 runs on him. Then, after Luis Gil gives 3 back, what do the Yankees do instantly? They respond with 3 more. This was offensively one of their most impressive performances we've seen in a long time. Gleyber Torres coming off the bench continues to be impressive. That at-bat, which really kind of got that rally going with a runner on first and 2 outs, working the walk. In a lot of ways, when you look at all the wins they have 23 of them now, Craig, the first to 23. Last night was as impressive as it gets. I got to admit it.
It was awesome. Listen, it was awesome. And it didn't take them 2 innings to do it. It was bang.
Yeah.
Obviously, you get Aaron Judge hustling down to first base. You get a couple runs scoring on that as Gleyber Torres again. Very aggressive, running through the Rojas stop sign and scores the second run. And then after that, kaboom!
Every time the White Sox scored, the Yankees responded. That was very 98-like by this Yankee team.
It was awesome, awesome, awesome. And while that was happening, you had James Harden and the Sixers losing Game 6 at home. So it was a great night for New York.
Losers, I told you. I never talked trash about the Nets. I didn't say a word about what the Nets would do. But what I told you months ago, Craig, was that loser will win nothing. And after the entire Twitter universe and all the Harden stands came out after Game 4, Houston Harden's back. Oh, my God. Look what happened. The big fat quitter showed up in the biggest moment of the season.
Yeah.
Good riddance, you loser.
Well, there you go. I mean, more about Philadelphia. I don't care if James Harden plays well or not. I care that Philadelphia gets knocked out.
I care about both.
Yeah, of course you do.
Let me enjoy something, okay?
Yeah. 2 shots in the second half, no points. And another disappearing act by James Harden in the postseason, and it is phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal.
And then
What a great way to get into a Friday.
Joel Embiid after the game, hey, he's not Houston James Harden. Joel Embiid after the game, how did we lose Jimmy Butler? Joel Embiid after the game, I didn't win the MVP. I'm really upset.
Yeah.
Goodbye, losers. See you later.
And then, of course, that brings us to the big action tonight, which I know for you and Big Mac is the New York Met game, but for a lot of New Yorkers, as you know, it's Game 6. Rangers and Penguins, no Sidney Crosby. Can the Rangers stave off elimination one more game and then force a deciding Game 7 for Sunday evening at Madison Square Garden? We got lots cooking today. And a real Ranger fan would be watching the Ranger game tonight. Yet I work with a Ranger fan that's going to the Met game tonight.
We are going to be watching the New York Ranger game tonight.
No,
we will have a tablet set up at Citi Field.
With volume?
With volume.
You can't have volume on that.
I kind of run the show down there. We're going to have volume up there. That's right.
Wow.
The Ranger fans crowd over. Even the Islander fans come over and they say, what's going on?
Show.
Well, I run the volume up.
Wow.
I run the volume
no, you didn't say I run the volume. You said I run the show down there. As if Citi Field is your living room.
Well, it is, in a way. I spend enough money.
I run the show down there. Boy, you always wonder with people in life that when they have some success, they start making some money, they have ratings, whatever the case may be. Does it change them or does it reveal them? You're being revealed.
Revealed as what?
I run the show.
I have always
down there, quote unquote.
I have always used my tablet to watch other games while at Citi Field because I'm a sports fan and it's part of the job. And if it ever offends anyone, see, there's a story. One time about 5 years ago, a guy came down and said, "Excuse me, I'm very offended by what you're doing right now." And I said, "What does that mean?" And they said, "I don't like the fact you're watching a Yankee game at Citi Field."
Because it was the Yankees or just it was anything?
It was the Yankees.
Okay,
It was a Yankee-Met thing.
Yeah.
And while I was very taken back, I showed respect to the guy, and I said, "Okay, if you're offended by it, I will put it away." So look, if someone came down to me and said, "Look, I don't want you watching the Ranger game while at Citi Field," Big Mac's out of luck. We'll just DVR and watch it later.
Hold on a second.
I do show respect to others.
That's not a guy that runs the show.
Doesn't sound like that at
A guy
all.
that runs the show says, I'm allowed to enjoy my iPad in these seats.
Yes.
If you have a problem with it, that's your problem, sir. Now, you shouldn't be allowed to play volume out loud because that could disrupt someone's enjoyment of the game. But since you run the show down there,
Well,
you just tell them, listen, back off.
I run the show, but I also have respect. I will have respect for people.
Okay.
And if someone respectfully says, "Look, this offends my sensibilities," and it's only happened once in all my years at Citi Field.
And it was
one
only a
time.
Yankee game.
And it was some Met fan who was just bitter that I was watching the Yankees. Little
Yeah.
did he know, wasn't exactly sitting there with my pom-poms on.
My gut tells me that if you have the Ranger game on, there'll be enough Met fans at the game tonight who are also Rangers fans.
Oh, no, I know
who
this.
are going to want to say, "Yo, Evan, how's it going?"
Dude, one thing I've learned over the years, because I've watched many a Ranger playoff game at Citi Field, it turns out to be more popular than the actual Met game. Because there are a lot of hockey fans or even casual fans who want to know what's going on in a playoff
Plus, that's
game.
an elimination
so Big
game,
Mac,
yeah.
Big Mac, you and I are going to be the most popular guys at Citi Field tonight
That's
for that
never
reason.
going to be the case in either of your lives. So just understand that going in. I'm not saying that to be a bad guy or take a shot, but there will never be a building that either one of you are in where you are the most popular guy in that building, unless it's like your kids' weddings and you're the guy that wrote the check.
No, right.
Outside of that, it's never going to
He's
happen.
actually right. We're the third most popular person. Pete Alonso, Max Scherzer will be 1-2.
Yeah.
And then right after that,
Yeah.
we're going to be slipping in to third place as most popular
They're going to be
guys.
kids going home with their parents after the game. That was amazing to go out there and see Max Scherzer and Pete Alonso.
Yes.
But I got to tell you, the real treat for me was seeing Evan and Big Mac on the iPad watching the Ranger game.
No, it's that they get to enjoy the Ranger game too.
Yeah, okay.
That's a joint activity.
Now-
That tablet's for everybody, folks.
I tell you what the New York Mets should do. And you're going to poo-poo this and tell me I'm crazy and you don't like it and you wouldn't want it. They should put the Ranger game on the Jumbotron.
No, you can't do that.
That's what they should do.
You can't do that.
Why not?
Well,
They walk me
because
through
that's
the why not part.
Because that's my job. I'm the one with the tablet.
Oh,
every
that
game
would
time.
minimize your
You know what's crazy?
importance.
You know what they do at Citi Field, and I've noticed this over the years? They will give you updates on the game. Like, true story. In between innings,
Yeah.
they will give you an update of what's going on in Rangers Penguins. But they only give you positive updates for the Rangers. So if the Penguins score a goal, you will get no update. If the Rangers score a goal, they'll flash it on the board. Here's a goal by Adam Fox. Rangers lead 2-1. So they do keep Met fans abreast of what's going on in the Ranger game, but they'll only do it in certain situations, which I always found so odd. Like,
Yeah.
why would you not show negative updates?
Well, I think you show all updates.
Yeah.
Every time there's a goal scored, you should put it on the
And one thing
Jumbotron
they-
because, listen, it's a playoff game. It's not regular season. It is elimination.
Right.
And there's going to be a healthy percentage of Met fans at the game tonight that do have an interest in the Rangers, doing well.
Though you do have to admit this, and I've noticed this with crowd reactions, a good portion of Met fans are Islander fans.
Yeah, I get that.
So you
I
don't
get
get,
that.
like this universal
It's not a Yankee
roar.
game.
No, it's different. I mean, we know how fan bases are.
But it's local. It shows you that you understand what's going on.
yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like Big Macs. Well, I don't know. This whole thing tonight, I don't know. It bothers me.
Why does it bother you? You're the one who says nobody cares
it
about
bothers me.
hockey.
Yeah.
You're
it's
the
playoff
one.
hockey, Evan.
So
We
Big
don't
Mac.
care about playoff hockey.
So what does that mean?
He's not a Met fan.
Yeah.
They're not playing the Yankees.
Right.
And oh, by the way, his favorite hockey team is in an elimination game.
Yeah.
He doesn't belong at Citi Field tonight.
Of course he belongs there.
Okay.
He's a New York sports talk
That's
show
fine.
host who's going to watch everything. Like, how many people?
That's just fine.
How
then.
many people are going to have the experience of watching the Ranger game while at Citi Field?
None.
Me and 15 other people.
Yeah.
Big Mac gets to be a part of that
I
select
don't like
company.
it. I'll be honest, I don't like it one
So
bit.
when someone calls up in his overnight show and breaks down the Met game and the
Yeah.
Ranger game, Big Mac can be like, I'm all over both,
Yeah,
baby.
you can't be all over both.
Yes, you can.
Something's going to fall through the cracks. It has to.
No.
And it just, what's fascinating about it is that he's willing to trade in the possibility, because there's no guarantee, that tonight is one of those games Ranger fans talk about for the next 20 years. And rather than be a part of that, he's going to be at Citi Field bemoaning the fact that it's a $10 domestic beer. It's a
he runs the show over there.
It's a $6 pretzel.
So does his wallet. So.
Yeah. And I'm going to laugh at him on Monday because I'm going to watch what could be one of the great Ranger postseason games of all time tonight. And I'm going to be locked in on it. You're going to be at a Met game watching two teams you care nothing about. And that, I'm sorry, and I understand why you're there. You're a Met fan.
Thank you.
It just doesn't jive in my brain that you're doing the right thing tonight. I'm sorry.
I mean,
Yeah, I don't know what to tell you. We went over this yesterday.
There's nothing to tell me. You're failing
a
yourself.
friend asked me to go to a game with him.
Yeah, and
That's
the
what
answer is
happened.
always yes.
Then
What about your needs and wants,
I'm
Christopher?
gonna. He promised me a way to
Yeah.
watch the game. I'm going to watch the Ranger
You know
game.
full well you're not watching the
I
Ranger
am
game.
watching the Ranger
Then
game.
why don't you just watch the game?
I am going to be watching the game.
Why don't you sit up on the roof here with an iPad and watch the game if you need to be outside
And
that
that's it.
badly?
You make it sound like I'm passing up on being part of the Ranger experience. Are you talking about in the newsroom, watching all the games anyway?
You can sit in my office in the massage chair.
The volume on your TV doesn't work. I saw you for 30
volume
minutes try and
works.
put it on mute.
I had to
For 30
redo the
minutes.
battery. It's fine. The volume works.
Craig, in your defense, and I want to be honest, because
Thank
I want to
you.
put myself in the shoes of Big Mac.
Please do.
If this was a New York Islander postseason game,
And he was inviting you to a Yankee game.
there's no shot I'd be at Yankee Stadium.
You know what, Ev? You're right. You just talked me out of it. Call one of your bozo friends and figure out how to have a partner
No,
during the
you're
game.
a grown man.
I'm
You
out.
made a decision.
No, I'm
You
out.
do-
Now I'm out. Evan's right. I shouldn't go. I'm going to stay
I
here.
never said you shouldn't
it's
go.
okay.
I'm saying if it was me,
No,
I
no.
wouldn't.
I'm here going for you. He's bad-mouthing me, and what do? You jump on him?
Well, hold on.
That's
hold on,
okay.
hold
I
on,
don't need
hold
to go.
on, hold
There's
on.
many Friday night games.
Big Mac,
We'll have a lot of fun
Big
some
Mac,
other time.
I am not a damn charity case. You're not sitting in great seats at Citi Field because you're doing it for me.
Yeah, I am.
That's not for me. I can find 15 people to go.
You made a point about going to Friday night games, and I should come with you, and why
did.
not this Friday? You picked a date. I said, of course, any Friday, I'll go.
Sure.
It so happened that the game landed on it. I even talked to you about it. Instead of saying you're right, you said, don't worry. I got the tablets. We'll watch all the games.
I
You
do.
should still come. Don't worry about it. So I said, okay, great. Now you're going to jump on the tracks with him
I'm
and
not
try and
jumping
run me
on the
over?
tracks.
You
No.
jumped on the
Then
tracks.
I'm done.
Now
It's okay.
he's done.
He's done.
Ride,
All right.
ride that train all by yourself
Well, why
from
don't you
Mets
do
Willet
this?
Points.
Why don't you just give it some thought? You're acting
No, I have.
emotionally right now.
I am acting.
And
I've
why
thought
don't you-
about it.
How about this? How about at 3 o'clock, you announce your final decision? That gives you a little time to cool down so you're not making a rash emotional decision.
Mm-hmm.
And you will announce your decision, and then you got to stick to it at 3 o'clock.
I
Does
mean,
that
here's
work?
the truth.
No, I'm feeling
Craig.
pretty strongly about it right now.
Okay.
Big Mac,
At 3 o'clock.
you not going to the game just means you're Carton's little marionette.
No.
Doesn't matter.
Because
No.
he's the one who bullied you into not going to the game.
No.
That's the reality.
That's
I'm-
absolutely
So
not
either
the
it's
case.
one of two choices, Craig.
No,
Here's
no,
the way
no.
I look at it.
You said
either Big Mac is a little marinette.
Yeah.
Marinette.
Marinette.
Working that.
Marinette of Craig Carton, or he hates the New
Marionette.
York Rangers. So it's one or the other. Which
No.
one is it?
No. What happened is he was playing the strings, and you said, "Oh no, your left hand looks a little tired. Let me take over." And you jumped in and you tried to both play me. So I'm not playing this game.
I'm not playing
no
it
one's
at all.
puppet.
At the end of the day, you do what you want to do. You're an adult.
You be you.
Or as they say where I'm from,
Yeah,
you're a grown-ass man.
I made a decision
like
yesterday,
it.
but somehow it
So
got
just
brought
act
up
like
again.
a grown-ass
I
man.
have, and I've made
Okay.
a decision. You want me to wait till 3? I'll wait.
Yeah, wait till 3.
Wait till 3.
And let us know what you're going to do.
I doubt very much my opinion's going to change right now.
Well,
I'm kind of angry.
You wait till 3 o'clock, and at 3
angry.
o'clock, you can announce exactly what your decision is.
Okay.
All right? That gives Evan 4 hours to get a replacement should he need one.
Are you going to come instead, Big?
I'm not going.
No.
You know that.
Why not?
I don't even want to go to the Yankee game next Friday or the Met game the month after that. But I'm going because it's the right thing to do.
Why do you hate going to sporting events?
I don't. I love going to sporting events.
You just said you
Yeah.
don't want to go to any game.
I don't want to go to. I don't like going to Friday games
Why is that?
because the traffic is murder.
And I just got a better offer. Quite
What's the
honestly.
better offer? My massage chair in the roof?
Big Zoo has asked me to go watch the Ranger game with Sal at Stouts.
Where's Stouts?
So a Stout. I think it's just Stout. He wrote Stouts, but I think it's a
Where?
bar by Madison Square Garden.
Oh, it's near the Garden?
Yeah.
They're not playing at the Garden, so why would you have to pick a bar near the Garden?
You're doing the same
Because I don't
thing.
feel like going all the way to Pittsburgh to watch the game.
Yeah, but wait a
No, but
second.
why
wait a
go to
second.
the Garden to watch it?
If you're at the bar near Madison Square Garden, you'll probably watch more of the game at a nice, quiet Citi Field on my tablet than a loud bar near Madison
Yeah, but
Square
that's
they'll
part of the
have the volume
ambiance.
up at the bar, though. It'll
And
be all-
yeah,
You won't
and I'll
hear
be
it.
with the Ranger fans.
Of course you want
So
to
most-
hear it.
No, you won't hear it at a
No,
bar.
they'll have the volume up at a
Yeah,
bar.
but even with the volume up, there's enough people talking. You won't hear that.
Nah, you'll hear it.
You'll have
They'll
a better
blast it.
game-watching experience at a nice, quiet Citi Field than Stouts.
And I was
listen,
prepared for that until
here's-
someone threw me under the bus. But
Here's
we'll
the
find
deal.
out at 3 o'clock.
At 3 o'clock, that way it's not an emotional decision. You will have cooled and calmed down a bit from there, and then you can announce your decision, okay?
Yeah, fine.
Does that work for you?
That works for me.
I mean, you want to do it at 2:30? Is that better?
It doesn't matter. 2:33. It's just a matter of giving him enough time to find somebody else.
All right, so let's just say 2:30 then. Why wait till 3 o'clock?
Well, I thought you wanted a cooling off period.
Well, do you need to cool off?
Yeah, I don't know.
All right, cool off. 3 o'clock
okay.
it is. At 3 o'clock, we'll give away some Yankees tickets.
All right.
And we'll let you announce your decision. Are you going to go with Evan to the Met game and watch the Rangers on his iPad? Or are you going to go to Stouts and watch it? Or watch it in my office?
I'm
You have
definitely
three
not watching in
options.
your office.
All right,
need
now
a new
you're down
TV
to
in
two.
there. Yes.
Now you're down to two options. Okay.